Yeah, this is about funny stuff. Every day we try to escape handcuffs. No, we don't like living rough. Sometimes you gotta run away like super buff. You might not want to see what happens when you call our bluff. This is about funny stuff. Not all comedians are powder puffs. Yes, I am semi-tough like a Jigglypuff. Doing funny stuff so people care enough. You're doing funny stuff so people care enough. Welcome to funny stuff. Yeah, welcome to funny stuff. This is about funny stuff. Every day we try to escape handcuffs. No, we don't like living rough. Sometimes you gotta run away like super buff. You might not want to see what happens when you call our bluff. Yeah, this is about funny stuff. Not all comedians are powder puffs. Yes, I am semi-tough like a Jigglypuff. Doing funny stuff so people care enough.
So, welcome back to Funny Stuff. Today, we got a story about a planet called Bagon Prime. And on this planet, there was different sets of colors among the top life forms on the planet. While they all look similar with slight differences in height or hair texture, they all had the same facial structures. And so, the colors on this planet was pink, gray, and green. Now, the first color that started off on this planet was the green color. And then the other colors emerged from that. But over the course of Bagon Prime's history, those pink beings decided, for no reason whatsoever, that they were the best on the planet and they should represent the planet. And so, the pinkness first started making themselves the most attractive to the other colors. After they got those other colors weak in their knees, those pink scoundrels executed their most devious plan. They took control of the planet and erased the history of the other colors. That went on for years. And then some pinks said, all the colors are equal and we can't wipe them out. So they stopped the pinks from wiping out all the other colors. But the other colors were still being abused. Now, over the course of time, it wasn't always all the pinks against all the greens against all the greens. But because of the interaction in the mixing, other colors emerged, like gray, purple, and lime green. And yes, some of them just really have some sour attitude. One of the things that the pinks did before they erased the history was to take all the knowledge from the other colors that they had put together. And even some of the pinks had contributed. But since they had too much help or too much association with the other colors, there was too much connection, those ones' contribution was destroyed as well. Bagon Prime was a mess. In one tragic era, the pinks had gotten so enamored with themselves on one nation or state on planet Bagon Prime that they kept having orgies and they stopped doing certain things that you need to do. They stopped bathing, they stopped doing all kind of things, and they just was living, drinking and having wild sex, random sex all the time, and diseases started to happen because of the filth and the mixture of too much bacteria going on and spreading and all kind of things that contributed to these factors. They covered that up, they hid that, and they blamed it on the other colors. And And so, as the noble pinks got the other colors some rights, they were allowed to learn again. They were allowed to participate again. The pinks, who were racist, but were superior to the other pinks, did not want any competition. And then this pink, who was a ninja, he was a shogun, he pretended to hate the other colors just so he could get the most power in the pinks. But he really loved all colors. He liked his pink wife, but he liked this green one and his gray one, his mistresses. And he realized if all the colors was equal, he might not be able to get the cream of the crop from the other colors. And so, he came with a brilliant plan. He said, let's come up with a system that we secretly deploy so the other colors won't know that they are being cheated, and us pinks will succeed for eternity. We will take over the galaxy, and there will no other color but pink on every planet throughout the universe. And if there's a multiverse, they only wanted pink there too. Now on this planet, there was this magenta race that was there as well. They had the same mentality, but they didn't have the power of the pinks. And they hated the other colors as well. Okay, I think I just saw one of those pink alien spaceships just fly past my planet just now. I gotta stop talking right now, and so I'll get back to y'all with the rest of the story. Trust me, they don't play. Okay, so let me tell you how far I had to travel. I couldn't go around the corner to go in the bunker. I couldn't even go on another island to go in another bunker. Well, I go on another island, but another nation. I go on Jamaica, and I hide right there right now, trying to tell you all this one right now, because they trying to shoot me. And so some of my daddy friends right now are watching out for me so I can finish off this episode of funny stuff. And so, this another part of the problems was going on Big on Prime. Now, since the pinks had amassed all of the green money and the gray money, and they made sure they got the magenta money too, they made sure they ran every business. And they used the excuse that they had the most money, so they were always the most qualified to be in charge. Now, they allowed these pinks to run sports firms, science companies, and other important aspects of economic needs for the planet of Bagon Prime. All the essentials. It had a pink face. Now, some of these businesses needed to be run by some of the other colors realistically. And as a result of the pink privilege, those pink privileged children ran those businesses to the ground. Some of them destroyed the sports franchise so bad that it became unwatchable. Even the pinks were getting mad at the other pinks. But since pink privilege was so powerful, pink privilege carried the other races to the brink of extinction. And so, the set of alien beings would come to a universal understanding on their planet, and they had been so peaceful. All the colors was working together, and they was Alpha's favorite ones because they all worked together. They were the most advanced planet in our history. This Rainbowtopia. They wanted to visit Bagon Prime, but when they got video of what's going on Bagon Prime, they refused to go and help the planet. They had to stop some of their zealots from blowing up Bagon Prime because they say we can't let that get out in the universe. Okay, I hearing too much noise. outside of my bunker. And I think I gotta stop right now. Bumbleclad, they find me here too. Damn, I gotta dip. Okay, I had to go to a secret location. I had to go in one of my bunkers. Because I did not want to get zapped. And so, as we explore the history of planet Big on Prime, the pinks had stolen the wealth from all the other colors and kept it for themselves. They made the other colors do all the hard work and took the fattest cut. When those noble pinks kept saying, everyone deserves a fair cut and this world will be a better place, some of those pinks went missing. Let's have a moment of silence for those noble pinks right now. Now, with the pinks, as they are also noble pinks, they had to fight that population and make sure it didn't rise too high. And so they had to keep tricking those pinks or messing with their mind until they become hateful. They showed them the power of pink privilege. Some of them saw that power and they couldn't let it go. And so, since they had the most money, they were able to keep educating themselves on a higher level. They were keep able to put themselves at the head of every business. And no matter if the other colors could make them make trillions of dollars, they would stop. Because unless it was a pink man, it couldn't be no other type of man. Now, because of pink privilege, now you have to remember, you don't actually get true skills when you mess up things and you take them in your direction. You'll never get factual results. You'll never get anything that works outside of your system, and you have to keep that going for that pink privilege. Some of the other colors, especially some stupid ass green ones, loved the pink so much they were selling everybody out just for a piece of pink peach. They was happy as long as they was getting the taste of pink. And then there were some other green ones who was happy to be paid to be the example that messes up the other colors. These minstrel characters always get mad when you point them out. Now, it isn't always going to be a pink one that should be running this business, or a green one that should be running this business, or even a gray, magenta, but sometimes one of them is better suited to handle it, or a combination of them is better suited to handle it. And so, let's get to another point on this history ride as we go in on Big on Prime. And we're going to talk about what happened after they faked the school test scores so the pinks look smarter. After they all graduated, the greens with no degrees was embarrassing the pinks with degrees. So the pinks started doing some stuff and trying to get them in jail or killed or locked up or special cases. The pinks with those crimes were laughing because they would never get charged. And these magentas studied the pinks because they was just waiting for the pinks to fall off so they could do the same shit. Pink privilege carried the other races to the brink of extinction.